Hello, how are you? What's going on with you? I pray you're having a great day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm Mario Ramon, and today we're going to do our review on Coming to America Part 2. There's so many mixed reviews about it, Coming to America Part 2, so I'm going to give you my little 2 cents, and you give me your comments below and tell me how you felt about the movie if you watched the movie. Okay, before we get to business, subscribe to my channel if you feel led to subscribe, and share the video if you care, and comment below. And I'll answer your comments. I'll reply to your comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. All right, so listen, let's get straight into Coming to America Part 2. I just want to start out before I go into a tangent, and I may forget this. Everyone looked phenomenal. The cast members that were still alive, I know the mom passed away, but James Earl Jones, he looked phenomenal. He had a party and he died at his party. He created his own funeral. Like, he told his son, who King or Prince Hakeem, he was like, "Look, I'm about to die in about 35 seconds. So just everybody put their clothes on. Let's have a party, and then the party will turn into my funeral." And it was just too much. But the thing is, it was so funny that the dad doesn't respect his son. He thinks his son is weak, and he told his son that the other villagers are going to kill him because he's weak, and he didn't have a son. That he didn't know he had a son, but he had a son back in America. All right, so let's get into what some of the comments are saying. Some of the comments are saying it was a little Saturday Night Live-ish, meaning like comedy skittish or whatever. Well, guess what? The first one was like that. Sexual Chocolate and Let Your Soul Glow. Like, was the first one on a par of Silence of the Lamb, or was it a comedy? Okay, I was just asking for a friend. So the first one was kind of Saturday Night Live-ish, like when the whole Jerry Curl family sat on the sofa, and when they got up, it was the Jerry Curl juice on the sofa, and just different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all the barber guys were still there. I love Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall dressing up as the barber guys. I mean, that is it. They should just do a spinoff with just the barbershop, just like that, with, people coming in and telling stories. They should do a spinoff with those particular characters. I will say that Leslie Jones did phenomenal. And I don't want to say she stole the movie, but she gets some kind of award. Nobody else could do her role. And I hate to say that someone is born for something, like, oh, she was born to play this role, or she was born to be a mom, or because people have other attributes and they do other things very well, but nobody else could have played this role like Leslie, honestly. And I love my Lunel. She was in it. But if you put them up, they're two different types of funny. Leslie is more of a physical funny, and Lunel, she's a facial. And she's a facial funny, but Leslie is all over, you know. So she's a physical funny, kind of like a Jerry Lewis or Lucille Ball, but Lucille had both. She was physical and she had it in her face. And then some people are great storytellers. So there's different types of comedians. For Leslie's type of comedian, she did phenomenal. I can't even think of another comedian who would have done her part justice the way she did. And it was just such a funny movie, and it was good. And I liked the movie because we're in COVID. What else do you want? What do you want? What do you want? How about you write a screenplay? If you didn't like the movie, write a screenplay and teach us how to Dougie. I'd love to see your movie. I would support it. But if you didn't like their movie, write us a screenplay and show us how it's supposed to be done. Okay. All right. So who else? The father from Good Times, James Evans. You get typecast sometimes. I'm sorry. It's going to always be James Evans, Florida, Wheezy, Saja. Okay, there. Lester. Okay, so sometimes you do your character so good, that's all we can see. Okay, so even though Angela Bassett does other roles, I always come back at one. I'll be like, "Hey, Tina, sorry." And I love me some Angela Bassett, but hey, Tina, okay? Um, so James, he was in the movie. James Earl Jones was in the movie. And who else? Oh, the Prince Hakim's wife, who's his queen now, she wasn't having it. She made him sleep outside of his room. I loved all of his daughters. They were beautiful. They were just beautiful and articulate, and they played those roles. They did not like their brother coming from America to take the throne. The older sister was like somebody had smeared some dog poo on the top of her lip. She never liked her brother. And then the brother, he was never gonna be Zamunda. He was never gonna learn the rules and anything else. So they were like, look, why don't you just be Harlem from Zamunda? Forget it. You're never gonna get it. So, he was trying to learn how to walk royal and who his ancestors were and all. It's just too much. But I would have sat there, like I would have learned that. I would have learned it all. What? Oh no. The only part I thought that was a little corny was the part with Wesley Snipes, and I think Wesley Snipes looked phenomenal as well. But the part that I thought was corny, that he was a general, and just the way he came in, shooking and dancing and all of that. I would have liked for it, like, it was scarier in the cartoon He-Man with Skeletor. Skeletor was scarier than this character was in this movie. And I think that if he's supposed to be the person that's going to kill the prince and take over the castle, I would have liked for him to have been a little bit more intimidating. His son came in, acting like he was one of the members in B2K. It just wasn't believable for me. I did like when his daughter came in. His daughter was beautiful. Oh my God, what's her name? Oh, what is her name? And she danced in Kanye West song, and I love her. I can't believe that I can't remember her name right now. You gotta work the middle to it hurt. Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor. I love anything Tiana Taylor does. She can go to the studio and sneeze, and I would buy the remix. I love Tiana Taylor. I think she's so super talented and beautiful in that body. She invented bodies. In fact, if you Google six-pack, her 9-month-old baby picture will show up when she was pregnant with a baby for 9 months. How you going to be pregnant with a baby 9 months pregnant and have a six-pack? Honey, she'll give birth to that baby, squeeze that placenta out, and then she'll do a video 3 hours later. Her and Beyonce are the only people I know who can do that. Like, Beyonce did Coachella like 4.5 hours after giving birth to twins. All right, so Tiana Taylor. I would have loved to have seen more African dance. Okay, so for me, I love the Paula Abdul dance. Like, give me some Remember the Time. Where is Fatima? I need Fatima to have choreographed that. Or you can knock on Paula Abdul's coffin and dig her ass up and have her do some more choreography. Because I know she ain't going to dance, but Paula might dance on your ass. Because I remember when she fell at the awards and she was up here and she fell into the arms of the dancers down there. Ain't no way in the world. I wouldn't have did that shit in my 20s. And she got to be 56. She has to be 56, falling from like 11 feet in the air and landing on them ribs. I don't mean no harm, Paula. I love you, but old ribs don't heal as fast, honey. If they had cracked your rib or some shit like that, I ain't got time for that to be proven that I'm a little bit more, edgier than Janet Jackson. I don't got time for that. Not at 56. But like I said, they could have knocked on Paula Abdul's coffin and asked her very politely, Miss Abdul, would you mind, coming and do some choreography for part 2? If they had everybody else for part 2, they should have got Paula Abdul, because the choreography they did was just okay. It was on a part of dance drill team, like for a high school. That was not... I need an African dance company, like Conqueron West African Dance Company. You could have got Conqueron. You could have got Imani African Dance Company, Dance Africa Dance, Yahuru. Give us some dances. And I wanted it to be so fierce that it was mesmerizing that we just watched that like 30 times. But there was nothing about the dance that made me want to see it again, Even Beyonce in her Disney movie gave us African dances. Get loose, get loose, get low, get low. Oh, Beyonce did better African dance. I'm just saying, it's something I observed. So if I had one critique, it would have been that. But the movie isn't a musical and it's not a danceicle. So That's just my personal opinion. But other than that, I think everything else was good. Um, Let me see. I would have loved to see more scenes with the queen, but the scenes that she had, I'm so glad. You know, she let her hair down and she had some shots with Leslie, and they were just all over the place. Just, and I loved it. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I say the movie was for what it is. Like I said, it's a comedy drama. You know, it's a 10. It's a 10 because anything could be better. But it's coming to America. We've waited for so long. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't just, oh my God, I wish they hadn't have put so and so in it or something. So it wasn't anything like that. Okay, because of the dancing, a 9. It was a 9. Okay, but who gives a shit what I say if it's a 10 or a 9? Everybody's checks cashed. I'm pretty sure. It'll be some people outside of the studios with the pink rollers in their hair, the sponge pink. I ain't got my money yet. I ain't going nowhere until I got my money. Shit, where is my money? All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me again for another Mario Ramon review. I really do appreciate you. And like I said earlier, if you like the video, definitely like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment below. And I'll see you on the next Mario Ramon discussion or review, whichever one comes first. God bless you and have a great day.